Most Australians think they're doing okay financially until they see this number. Your house doesn't count. And that one fact changes everything. Strip away the home, and most Australians have almost nothing left. The real question is, are you actually a millionaire or just house rich and cash poor? Today, I'm going to show you exactly how many Australians hit $1 million without counting their home. Australia has over 26 million people, but how many are truly wealthy? To find the real millionaires, we need to look past the bricks and mortar. Here's the formula most financial advisors don't want to talk about. There's a massive difference between being house rich and being truly wealthy. A true millionaire has $1 million in liquid investable assets, not walls and a roof. So let's do the real maths. What does the average Australian actually own? The average Australian retires with just $250,000 in super. That's not even close to $1 million. Outside of super, most Australians hold very little in shares or investments. Every house you see, that wealth is locked up. You can't eat a house. You can't retire on a house alone. This is the reality for millions of Australians. Rich on paper, struggling in real life. According to the ABS, the bottom 60% of Australians hold less than 17% of all wealth. That means a tiny group at the top holds almost everything. Two neighbors, same street, completely different financial realities. Meet Dave. On paper, he looks wealthy. But without the house, Dave is almost broke. Meet Sarah. She rents, but she has $1.15 million in real liquid wealth. Sarah is the true millionaire. This is why renting and investing is quietly making some Australians very, very rich. While homeowners pay mortgages, smart renters are pumping money into ETFs and index funds. The Australian stock market has returned roughly 10% per year over the last 30 years. Compounding is powerful. Compound interest is like a snowball. The longer it rolls, the bigger it gets. If you invest just $500 a month for 30 years at 10% return, guess what happens? You become a millionaire without ever buying a single property. You don't need a six-figure salary. Ordinary Australians are doing this right now. And here's the secret weapon most Australians are sleeping on: superannuation. Super is arguably the most powerful wealth-building tool in the entire world, and Australians get it automatically. Your employer puts in 11.5% of your salary every single year. That money grows, tax-advantaged, for decades. The difference between doing nothing with super and adding just a little extra is enormous.
So, out of all these people walking past you, how many are actual liquid millionaires? Roughly 1 in 20 Australians, about 5%, have over $1 million, excluding their home. That's actually more than you'd think, but it also means 95% of Australians haven't crossed that line yet. But here's the good news. That number is growing, and you can be part of it. Every single week, you face this choice, and most people don't even realise they're making it. Your neighbour buys a new ute, new boat, goes on a Bali holiday every year. But at 65, he has nothing but a paid-off house and a pension. Is that the life you want? The millionaires aren't always the flashiest people in the room. Most are quiet, invisible, consistent. They drive normal cars, live in normal homes, but their portfolio tells a different story. The habit that separates them is simple. Every dollar that comes in gets a job. It doesn't have to be complicated. Even this simple split can change your entire financial future.
The biggest mistake Australians make? Waiting. Every year you wait costs you tens of thousands. Starting 10 years earlier can mean an extra $400,000 at retirement. That's not a typo. I spoke to retirees who did this right, and they all said the same thing. They weren't perfect, they made mistakes, but they stayed consistent, and that was enough. You don't need to pick stocks. You don't need to be a genius. Simple ETFs have made many Australians millionaires. This is not complicated. 3 steps. That's it. The boring path is the wealthy path. Now I know what you're thinking. Cost of living is killing us. How can anyone invest right now? Start with $50. Seriously, $50 a month is better than zero. The habit matters more than the amount. As your income grows, increase your investment. Let the habit scale with your life. Property isn't bad, but it shouldn't be your only plan. Diversification is what the wealthy actually do.
True wealth in Australia looks like this: multiple streams, not one giant house and a prayer. Time is doing the work. You just have to not quit. Imagine being 60 years old, waking up, checking your portfolio, seeing $1.3 million, and your house isn't even in that number. That's what financial freedom actually looks like. Not luck, not inheritance, just consistent, quiet decisions. Remember where we started? That dark room, that $0 screen? It doesn't have to stay that way. You are watching this video for a reason. Something inside you wants more. Listen to that voice. 3 things. Start today. Stay consistent. Don't count your house as your retirement plan. That's it. The question was, how many Australians are millionaires without counting their home? Now the real question is, will you be one of them? Subscribe, because next video, we go even deeper.